Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I was clicking everywhere. I don't know what's going on with me today. Why is the picture so strange? It's very grainy, and I'm on the laptop like always. Let me clean the camera. Perhaps it's a bit. Oh, it's worse. Better. What's this hair doing? Oh, that's my new hat. It's like Teddy keeps your head warm. And my hair is going everywhere. So I thought, no, I don't want to scare anyone. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Traveltology. Bonsoir, good evening. Guten Abend. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'll try. Guten Abend. What is that, Dutch? Flemish? Hi, DOS Megaphone. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. What I'm going to do, what I'm going to talk about today. I was intending to write everything down and I didn't because I was watching. I started watching the live from Fluffle Squirrel UK. Then I jumped on to MD Media, who was at the Big Blue building in LA, making sure he's all right and safe. Who else? Oh, and then just finished about 5-10 minutes ago. I watched the live from the SP chef who invited Upper State Alex. They're having the IAS protest in front of the St. Hill organization in East Grinstead in Sussex in the south of England. So, salut Ludo, merci d'être là. Coucou. Yes, Bridget is Dutch. Yeah, well, then I should be able, Traveltology, to say it properly. I'm Swiss French, but I grew up in the German speaking part. So we would say Guten Tag. In German, Guten Tag. So it's a dialect. It sounds more melodic Swiss German to German. Anyway, this is bothering me, the hair. Anyway, I didn't put any makeup on, no lipstick, so you have to do with me like that. Hello, Peter. I'm not going to say the rest of your name. Hello, Peter. Thank you for joining. I see new names here. Thank you very much. Oh, what else? So I'm going to start. Whoever joins later on might start from the beginning or join the replay crew. So today I want to talk about a few things. The first thing, which is important to me, is where I'm going to take this channel. So I decided, you have probably seen, I've done other videos that has nothing to do with Scientology. Et voilà, aka Brigitte, will be only for Scientology related. I will try to concentrate more on Europe, but I will integrate other people that I want to interview from the US, from Australia. Hi, Joe. Thank you. Joe Buchanan is here in Scotland, like me, and she is a chat royalty. She's mine too. Anyway, okay, so I want to continue Evola, aka Bridget. I'm not gonna rebrand it or anything like that. I just want to concentrate on Scientology on this channel. I will though create a new channel. It will be called also Evola, but then I don't know what comes afterwards, like Evola, etc., or something like that. I don't know yet. Perhaps you guys can help me, but I need to tell you what I want to do with the second channel. The second channel will be more I'm giving my 2 cents, my opinions on programs I'm watching. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea what I watch, but hey, I want to give my opinion. That's all. So it will be recaps from the Real Housewives I'm watching, Below Decks, um, The Curse of Oak Island, The Curse of Skinwalker Ranch. What else? What else? What else? That's what I have on top of my head. But the things that I'm interested in, that I like to watch, if you think, oh, that stupid woman, she's watching The Housewives. Look, I live alone with 2 dogs and a cat. So I don't have much drama in that sense, apart from when Baxter has the runs. Um, yeah, I have problems like everyone else, but I solve them and they're not huge, huge dramas. So I like to feed on other people's dramas. But it's better to feed this kind of things off wealthy women that are playing really stupid things on television. So that makes me feel happy because I feel like I'm not that stupid. So, and also it shows you what some women do when they have money. But hey, that's their thing. Good for them. I have a good time once in a while. So I'm gonna give my 2 cents on those stuff. Then The Curse of Oak Island. I've been watching this for years and years and years, and Skinwalker Ranch as well. Now it's interesting. These are actually programs that come from the History Channel. Obviously, the film The Curse of Oak Island is this island is off Nova Scotia. Um, of Nova Scotia, and there might be treasure down there. But it seems that this island, well, underneath this island, it's a lot of booby traps. This is getting on my nerves. This not better, you know. And sorry. And what interests me, obviously, I want to know if there's ever been any treasure down there, but also it's the technology they're using. And you get to used to see the same people every year. I just like them. Um, Ludo, you're right. You're right. T'as raison. And then Skinwalker Ranch is something completely different in the sense that it's a ranch, quite a big, big ranch in the northeast or northwest, in the north of Utah. And I think it's one of the places where there are the most UAPs sightings in America. I don't think in the world, but I don't know. I think in America anyway. So they, again, the technology and everything they're using, there are strange things happening there. It's really interesting. Um, I'm watching now season 5 on Sky Now because obviously it was already aired quite a while ago in America. And I know, Joe, before you say anything, Joe, I haven't installed the stuff you told me about for using my VPN. I need to do it. I just don't have the time at the moment. I'm doing way too much at the same time at the moment. Um, Give me a sec. I'll have a quick look on your comments in a second. Um, so that is that. What else? Whatever else I'm watching, I like to watch true crime as well. Oh, I forgot. Um, Often, well, I discovered that 2 years ago, um, when there was the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial 2 years ago, and I discovered the Emily D. Baker's YouTube channel. She is a lawyer or attorney. I don't know what the difference is. For me, it's a lawyer is a lawyer. But anyway, she used to be quite a long time district no, a prosecutor in LA. She lives somewhere else now. I can't remember where. Um, but what's interesting with her, she explains the laws and everything, and she's quite funny as well. So it's good. So I did follow the entire Johnny Depp trial every day for 6 weeks, and then when I was made redundant in April, I think it was April. Um, I thought I'm gonna check what Emily is following at the moment, and it was just the beginning of Massachusetts versus Karen Reed trial, and I got really engrossed in that. I didn't had a clue who Karen Reed was, what the problem, what happened, etc. So that's another trial that I followed for weeks every day, and when it was not on, I felt nearly disappointed. Um, so I want to give my 2 cents on that. And the trial finished. Okay, it started in April. It was about 6 or 7 weeks as well. Lots of police corruption. I mean, you would think it's a movie, like a police movie. Um, but it's quite interesting. And then I started following certain people, and then now I follow some YouTube channels that constantly speak about it, that they think Karen Reed is not guilty. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, check my new YouTube channel next week, and I will probably do a video explain what the problem, well, what the situation was, and etc. I'm blubbing a little bit too much, like always. Anyway, Karen Reed, and whatever I come across, I like to watch true crime as well. So perhaps if I come across a program that I've seen that interests me, I might give my 2 cents on that. Um, yeah. So the branding of the new channel, it, like I said, it will be Evola as well, but it's not going to be red. It's going to be hot pink. That's for sure. And I haven't started the branding of the new channel yet. Um, like I say, I have tendency to do way too much at the same time, but I want to do that. I want to separate a little bit this stuff from Evola, aka Brigitte. That I really want to concentrate more on just Scientology. And by the way, if you guys are around 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow, I have my third part of an interview of an ex-Scientologist in Europe, but I won't say anything more. Look out for the thumbnail at some stage tomorrow afternoon. It will be very interesting. I really look forward to that one as well. As I did last week with Balash, aka L. Ron Hupcold, and Samuel, aka the SP chef. And the week before, LD or Ludovic, that I enjoyed very much the week before, but that was completely in French. On the new channel as well, I will do more often videos about dwarfism. For the ones who don't know me, I'm a person of short stature, and this month is Dwarfism Awareness Month, and I like to show a little bit what it is about living in a world that hasn't been designed for yourself. The dwarfism community is not very loud and not very outspoken. We tend not to complain because there's no point in it. But I just want to make people aware that when you call someone, you can laugh about someone because they're stupid in any kind of way when you protest or anything like that. Just don't call them little, because you're belittling us as well. You're offending us. I'm not often offended, but also There, I've seen another channel the other day who says, "Oh, everything is offending this and this and this, and the midgets." Well, that is something I forgot in my life 2 weeks ago about dwarfism awareness. Do not call people of short stature midgets. It's not on. It's bad, and it's very offensive to us. Okay, I want to lighten up a little bit, but yeah, I want to do a little bit more often these things, um, just to make people aware. Try sometimes to think before you speak. It's all the same that we had, even I at my age, I have to relearn certain things, and I do not understand everything, but I have to find out what is all these gender things. Um, I found out so in until a few years ago in the UK you could say colored people. Now you it's offensive. You have to call them black. Um, and then in America it's black. You see my dilemma. So we have to constantly think about all these different communities. So add one, and it's just one word, two words. Don't call people little when you belittle them, because it's offending us more than it's offending them. And because we are not stupid people, we might be small in stature, in height, but we are not dumb. Okay? So, and body shaming in general is not okay. It's just not okay. I'm small and I'm not even skinny, unfortunately. I have a big ass. So body shaming, I'm sorry. If you want to body shame someone, think about it in your head, but don't say it out loud. Sometimes it comes out, it might be an accident, that's fair enough. Just want to make people aware of that. So I might do once in a while a video about it and post it on this channel or on the new channel. I haven't decided yet very much. Perhaps I'm going to keep it on this channel because some protesters are sometimes quite unkind. And I was just commenting on the SP chef's live saying that um, some protesters seem to think that any Scientologist is bad. And they are not bad people. They just don't know better, especially the ones that are on staff, like the ones you see in LA and other places, not the ones that are outside, that are not staff, but the ones that are staff, they don't know our world. And they are being told that our world is bad. But they are down, very down. They are not bad people. So don't be nasty. Say hello, say good morning, good evening. Look at MD Media, Confident Chris, this kind of guys. They're always very respectful, nice. They try to say something, but they're not pushing it in their faces. Um, Look, there's enough bad things going on in this world, right? There's wars, there are people dying, children dying. So be nice. And that's all I'm asking. So there's only two more words you need to add, not to offend other people, is little or lil, like you call David Miscavige, little Davy. And the other one is midget. Midget is the worst one for me. And it's for most people with dwarfism is the worst. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I think that's all I wanted to say. I will afterwards share my screen, and then we're gonna go back to the resources page. I want to add onto what Fluffer did in her life. I just want to make you aware of a few things. And also, I want to talk about the health database. But first, we're going to go through a little bit of comments and people I might not have seen yet or haven't said hello yet. So I said, hello, Maya, aka Alice in Art Supply. Horderland. I like your name. Dun, dun, dun. Who else? I haven't said hello. Yes. Hi, Tilty Bird. Thank you for being here. That's lovely to see you. Bum, bum, bum. Who else I haven't seen yet? I will go through your comment in a second. Hi, Scooter Mom from Toronto. Thank you for joining. You guys, I appreciate you all so much. Hi, Fluffer. Thank you for joining. Fluffer is my mod. And I might get a second one, but I haven't asked that person yet. So, Fluffer, don't say anything. Okay. I am unbound. I'm just putting up also comments. You don't have to put anything. Go for it. It's all to do what you like to talk about. Exactly. That's going to be on the new channel. It's going to be hot pink. As you see, I like my pink stuff. Well, this is not hot pink, but I have a lots of pink stuff. Perhaps you've never noticed. I haven't put it on. It's not here. I'll show. I have a very big pink Swarovski ring that I love. And Ludo from France, anything is better than the Hubbard stuff. I agree with you, but we still have to talk about it. My cousin was in Colosseum. That was on the History Channel. I've never noticed that. I need to go back to the History Channel. But I find that the History Channel, well, the one on Amazon UK Prime, doesn't bring new programs very often. So it's a bit disturbing, I have to say. But I'm going to look out for this, Joe. Thank you. Joe likes true crime as well. Perhaps we can do something together, Joe. These are all people saying hello to each other. I thank you very much for being nice to each other. It's always nice to be nice, right? Oh, I'm glad. Joy, you will have to message me. You haven't told me what, who told you what the other day. I hope you're okay. You need your rest, Joe. Yeah, small or short stature or a small person. In the technical is short stature. So if you look at Little People UK and the Little People of America websites, there it's mainly short stature. But that again, it's a no. My teeth are in the way. Stature. But anyway, look, there was someone, and Fluffer will agree with me. And I'm not saying any name. That's not my style. But there was someone in a chat the other day and said, "Oh, little Davy," and I just commented saying, "Well, I'm a person of short stature, and that's not very nice to say." And the person said, "Oh, well, this and this person on her channel said little Davy," and I'm like, and I thought to myself, because someone else does it, you're gonna say it too. I don't get it. Why do they think it's so funny? I don't know. But anyway. Just that you see, Tilty likes me. I like her too, and she's a very good artist. Oh, Tilty, if you still have that painting, if no one has been interested, I am interested. Let's chat about this. Okay, I'm not gonna put this up. What does Tilty say? They're just vulnerable people who were taken advantage of. They're brainwashed, but they're humans. They need kindness, except people like Moxon. I totally agree. Moxon, Minkov, um, like you said, they actually do not know they're humans, like, right? That's why they think as well that children are not actually children. They're people in little bodies, and in this way, I'm allowed to say little. But yeah, totally true. Agree with you. I agree. Sometimes it comes out, but when, how to say that, you do see the difference if someone is, when it comes out that it's like an accident. And like I said, I'm not offended very often. But, when, okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Sorry, Scott, Mom, I'm going to move it away. A few years, the first year of the pandemic, so everyone was working from home. We had our very first, no, our second department meeting online on Microsoft Teams with video. It went all well. And our boss thought, yeah, because I had already worked a year beforehand at home, so I was used to it. But everyone that used to go to the office, they weren't happy because they were not used to it. So our boss decided to do a whiteboard game, and like, how you call that, you draw something and people have to guess what it is. And someone drew a stick man, and according to him, he said he drew a halo, but it looked more like, those old fashioned Chinese hats. And he did, instead of circles for the eyes or dots, he did just two little lines or dashes. And I shouted, because I like games. I don't really want to win, but I shouted out, Chinese. I don't even know if I can say it. And you know what? That an hour later, my boss called me. I had been reported to my boss, to our vice president, and to the HR department that I was racist. And I'm like, I started to cry. I cried for 2 days, nonstop. And I'm not a crybaby, zero. I very rarely cry. And look, I was 21, 22 when my dad passed away. It took me a year to shed a tear, and I loved my dad. I was daddy's girl. I have difficulties to cry. With age, it comes a bit more easy, but I cried for 2 days because I was called a racist. I nearly, I was so shocked. And the funniest thing is that I know who it was. Oh, it was two people. I spoke to many of my colleagues, and no one actually noticed that to be different. So when I spoke to my boss and then with the vice president afterwards, I said, these two people know me. I'm a small person. I'm not racist. I have not one racist bone in my body. How can you reprimand me? They made me write an apology email to the entire department that about unconscious bias. I never heard about this kind of I can't say it anymore because it's already upsetting me. Unconscious bias. And I'm like, I'm not unconscious bias. I don't even know what this means. And I said to both of them, I said, I'm going to only write the email because I respect the both of you. But I want an apology too because I am not racist. And I told the HR department too, I never received an apology from anyone. And most of my other colleagues that were in the meeting and in the game didn't found it bad. I did say, I said, I don't know what you're going to say, but I'm sorry, I'm not that far down with the comments, but it's just in between. I I need to calm down. Sorry. I need to calm down. I forgot what I wanted to say. That's a good point to stop the story here. But yeah, I know. That's how quickly you say something. And I did say to them, I said, but therefore I'm not allowed to say I gotta order a Chinese meal. I'm not allowed to say I'm going to Chinese restaurant. Uh, I mean, here in Scotland, Joe, you can back me up. Scottish people say, I'm gonna order a chinky. That sounds much worse in my ears. I'm not Scottish, huh? Even though I've been here 11 years. This is a word that really always bothered me, but apparently it's not racist, so I don't know. Anyway, um, uh, thank you, DOS Megaphone. I love your name. It's not a hard ask. Exactly, it's not a hard ask. We're being asked to remember way too much more than that. uh, yeah, I would love to have a chat with DOA, to be honest with you. I never, how you say that? Sorry. Let's have a quick, oh, it's nearly empty. I think he's done much, much better. I watched his stream yesterday, actually on City of Angels. He was so nice to these people. It was lovely to see him in a different way. We don't have constantly to shout, right? Mm. Oh, new name. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi. Uh, do you mean me? Emailed who? He's likely to hear you out and respond. Who do you mean? Or are you speaking to someone? Doesn't matter. Well, if you still hear new name, I'm glad to see you again. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Oh yeah, it's gonna rain soon. I have. Do you want me to tell you how many? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have less. I have 5 flies at the moment in this living room alone. I live near the sea, and I have noticed that very as you know that it's gonna rain either during the day or later in the evening when I'm swarmed with flies. This year it has this hair is annoying me. This year it has been bad when it comes to flies. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're not here to speak about flies, right? But they are really, and some flies, seriously, I'm not joking. They're tiny little shits like that, but they're attacking you as well. Woo! And I have a cat who doesn't even chase them. Ooh, don't know why I have a cat. Something big here. Let's see. I haven't read it. Tilty says DOS megaphone. He's actively trying to catch himself as quickly as he can after saying those things. I've been really impressed by his mindfulness. He's absolutely open to learning. I agree. I think he's doing fantastic. And when everyone was, excuse my language, but when everyone was saying how bad he was, he, that people couldn't see that he had a mental breakdown. Seriously, if you've been swatted so many times like he had, and I remember, I think the last two I've seen actually live, there were guns looking at him. I think I would have had a mental breakdown too. Seriously. Yeah, that's all I have to say. He's doing good. But I should perhaps email DOA. I really want to have a chat one day with him. Da, 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 na, na, na. Yeah. I'm not putting it up, but just want to say, if you haven't watched Fluffer Scrolls UK live early on, go and have a look. She's telling you a few things about something. That's fine, Joe. If you're already gone, I'm sorry I haven't noticed this before. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Okay, Tilty, I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're talking with someone else, so that's fine. Yes, we can't say that for many others, right? I totally agree. And I have to say one other thing. If Laura loves him, there must be something very nice underneath. And we know there is. Hmm? Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Sorry, I'm being stupid, but I got a bit too. Joel, I'm glad you're good. Honest question, is it upsetting if I use lil as in like? Lil as in like? I don't understand that. I thought lil was like an abbreviation to little. Look, everyone knows David Miscavige's stupid ass. I don't know if I can say that online. Oh, who cares? Uh, but why calling him little because he's small? It's like, you know, the actor I don't like. He's not very tall either, but it's not because they're little that we think they're stupid or annoying or bad or whatever. Because otherwise, the entire dwarfism or dwarf community, then we are all stupid and bad and whatever, right? So he's a little scallywag. Yeah, but that's different. That wouldn't bother me. That it's more. Where did you get scallywag from? From Fluffer, I suppose. Hi, Rachel. Thank you for joining us. I always like to see Rachel. Definitively, Tilty. I can hear or see. You see it also when people write. Sometimes when people write, like in chats, etc., it's not all. You don't always perceive it the way the person wrote it. Okay. Uh, sorry, but I know when someone is using it as an affectionate way, so or positive way, like you said, that's totally okay, Tilty. Really, totally okay. And if it comes from you, it's always gonna be okay. Right, Tilty. We can literally watch the learning curve. He's trying so hard. We do not have to be mean because they are mean to us. Exactly. And as bad as my ex-husband was or is still, he always said it's always nice to be nice. You can be nice to someone you feel they're not nice to you. it will always take them aback. Because if you react the same way they react to you, that's when the fights and the arguments start. That's all. And the reply from Tilt is, in fact, fighting their mean with kindness and compassion is strong and punk and honorable. It's exactly what I was saying. Fluffer, as always, you say the right things. Yes, yes. Pictionary, yes, Tilted, that's what it was. You see, I'm really far behind. Sorry, I'm trying. I don't know what. Joe, sometimes it's hard to know what is the right thing to say. It's a learning curve. It is a learning curve. I'm still learning. I still don't understand a lot of things. And when I know that someone is, I don't want to upset anyone here in the chat, but when someone, okay, at work a few years ago, they started everyone to put in their signature she, her, he. You see, I already stopped there because I can't remember everything. And I'm like, why do I have to put that down? I know who I am. I'm a she, and that's it. I don't have to put that in my signature. And we were told it wasn't mandatory, it was optional. And I went on the bandwagon, I did it too. But actually, I didn't understand a thing. And one day I decided I'll take it off my signature because I don't understand it. And then I had a colleague who was willing to explain it to me. And I said, oh, okay, I understand. But is it all right if I still don't put it in my signature? He said, yes, everyone does what they want. I said, but I'm not going to offend anyone. He says, no, that is your right to add it or not. That's all. I said, okay. And it's not because it's not that I don't understand, but there's much more because I feel every time I speak with someone who knows all about this, there's more coming. And I'm like, I can't keep up anymore. And my old woman's brain seems, or, not the brain, but my memory card up here is, I might need to exchange it or get a bigger one because I can't follow all this anymore. And I'm trying my hardest. I really do. Really, really do. But at some stage, I had to stop it because I was worried I was going to offend everyone. Since that Pictionary game, I'm extremely careful. I don't want to upset or offend anyone. But then I'm being offended constantly, and I should keep my big gob shut. But I'm not here to accuse, or I want to educate people nicely. That's all. Okay. We're not here to speak about that over the top reaction by your old company, Bridget. Thank you, Joe. I know it was. It was. I still, after it was the first year of the, so 4 years ago, I still haven't gotten an apology. Ah, oh, sugar, Joe. I shouldn't have said it. But it is a word that, to me, always sounded really horrible. I told my ex-husband one day, I said, stop saying that. He said, but we say it like that in Scotland. I said, okay. Yeah, okay. Please don't be offended if I don't put everything up. I want to not to keep you too long. You name, no, it was an older stream from last week or over the weekend, something like that. This is the only place I'm not gonna give anyone my 2 cents about what's going on out there. I don't want to be a part of it. I find it sad, but that's all I have to say about it. I don't want to get involved. That's it. Oh, Matt, MD Media, thank you. I was watching him early on. He was around the blue building. He was choking. He was stapling missing posters everywhere on the planters. That was the best place. So Matt says, good morning. Thank you for being in my chat today. I really appreciate you and all you do. I share this out to help with subscribe. You deserve it. Oh, thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate. Look, I got DOA's megaphone here. I've seen her before in other chats, and she turns up in mine. It's nice. It's really nice. Thank you very much that you say that, Matt. I appreciate it very much. And look, listen, I appreciate you all, even to be here and listen to me, blah, 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 blah. And I haven't done half of what I wanted to say. So I'm just trying to go a bit fast. So please don't be offended if I'm going to jump over some comments or something like that. Joe, I think it is a Scottish thing. Yeah. My ex-husband always said that's Scottish. We do say it that way. So if we don't say it anymore, I'm happy. I'm really happy because it hurts my ears. Um, Thank you, Tilty, for telling us. I didn't know that. Fluffer never told me. So um, I will try to remember, Tilty. So um, I'm going to apologize for every time I forget in advance. Okay. Let's say until the end of the year. But do tell me, Bridget, don't forget. And then I'm happy. And one day it will be automatic. I promise you. And I can't constantly use the excuse that I'm an old woman. I'm not that old, really. Mm. Um, I think you mean Fluffer. Yeah, she didn't announce it. She just went live like I did. So yeah, go and watch the replay. It's not a long live. Yeah. Oh, everyone is a little angel in my chat. Everyone. Oh, thank you, Matt. I appreciate you as well, really. And I was talking about you way before you came into the chat. We were talking about it's always nice to be nice. And I said, take, for example, MD Media and Confident Chris. They're always very respectful. They speak very nicely to these Scientologists. And I appreciate hearing you, how you speak to them. It's lovely. And they're gonna see that the world outside is not that as bad as we are being portrayed. Yeah, I just want to put this up. What I love about Tilty and Fluff is they will say nicely if someone says the wrong pronoun. Yeah, I think when you say it nicely, you will remember quicker. And you always make a fun respect. It is very sad. Yeah, respect. I think this is a word in the dictionary. I think it has somehow disappeared off the dictionary, the word respect, because, and also, people don't seem to know what respect means. And when you hear teenagers, they say, you don't respect me, because they don't even know what the word means. You need to respect others before they respect you back, right? That's my motto. But when you start to disrespect me, I can be quite nasty. And I might be small person, but be careful. Thank you, Joe. Hi, Dimitri. Thank you for joining. I never seen you in my chat before. And oh, I haven't seen this picture in. You see, that shows again how old I am. Dimitri, that's Bud Spencer, isn't it? In your picture. This is Bud Spencer. I don't know if you ever seen the movies. I mean, 30 years ago? Bud Spencer and Terence Hill. Anyone knows them? Gee, oh, that makes me very old. Oh, Tilty, I will remember that. If I ever need help in understanding, so I will come to you. Thank you so much. Yes, Rachel, I do appreciate when people correct me, but they have to correct me in a nice way. Fluffer says, I have definitely mentioned it a few times, but I don't want to feel like I'm banging on about it all the time. I do much prefer they, them pronouns. I understand. That's why, I don't want to talk about dwarfism all the time, but I just want people to be aware. Um, I'm going to show off a little bit. And Yolanda says, sorry, ich bin spät, Brigitte. Yolanda from Faza in Switzerland says, I'm sorry, I'm late. Don't be sorry, Yolanda. You are here. That's the main thing. Rachel says this. I'm a work in progress and still learning. I'm going to tell you, my mother will turn 90 on the 27th of October. My mother is a constant progress or work in progress, and she's still learning. This woman owns an iPhone, an iPad. Half of the things she's doing, she has no clue, but she's always learning new things. She knows how to work a Windows PC or laptop. Her kitchen has the newest gadgets in the world that she really doesn't need all of them, but she wants them. And I say the latest. So not stuff in your kitchen that you bought 20 years ago. She has the latest stuff with technology and everything on it. She's 90, okay? She still drives her car. And she says, it's never too late to learn. Doesn't matter how old you are. So don't worry, Rachel. You have all the time. We all have enough time. Okay, Dimitri, hybrid. Oh, sorry, I'll put you up as well. You see, that's Bud Spencer. I see it better now. I should have put it. Hybrid, I watched the interview with Ludovic. It was very nice and important to have a French speaker speaking of Scientology. Yes, and I promise I will do more. I want to do more about France, even though, Dimitri, if you don't know me, I'm not French, I'm Swiss French. But I want to do more stuff about France, Scientology in France. I don't know if Ludo is still here, but we want to do another video. It's going to be a recorded video. It's not going to be a live about Scientology. I want to dig into Belgium because there are some strange things going on in Belgium. And what else? And as Yolanda that just joined. Yolanda is an activist in Switzerland. She and her husband created a group called FASA, and they're activists for the Swiss German part of Switzerland, Germany and Austria. So everything that is German speaking. And I'm digging a little bit around in the Swiss French part. And now I don't remember. Yeah, so we need more French speaker. And I hope, I don't want to say too much because I haven't asked yet, but I might have another interview lined up in French as well. But I can't promise anything at the moment. So let's wait and see. Okay. But thank you for joining, Dimitri. Ou Dimitri Chapuis. Oh, hello, Alexander. I don't know. Have you come here before? Let me add you. Oh, whoa, oh, Baxter. No. Sorry, the dog is chasing the. She's gonna smack you, Baxter. Leave her alone. Yeah, bless you. Fluffy Squirrel, can you please add DOA to SB website when you get the chance? Please, Alexander, can you email Fluffer? Thank you. And normally it's the streamers that ask if they want to be added. Okay, thank you. But yes, you should be back, but smallest stage, it just means more tilty. Sorry. Yes, Dimitri, just confirmed it is Bud Spencer. It's a long, long time ago. Judy Cheng. Oh, welcome, Judy. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you to join me. I hope I will see you another time. It's a bit of a chat, a bit long. I have tendency to talk too much, but I have no one here to interrupt me, apart from the dog who is chasing the cat. Thank you, Dimitri, that you have discovered the channel through Ludovic. It's very nice. Oh, hello, Adam Carmona. I haven't seen your name before either. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Terence Hill. They were a good team, weren't they? They were funny movies, yeah. I don't know if I still would like it these days. I don't know. Yeah. Tilty, I totally agree. Growing and learning every day is the most beautiful process of the whole human experience. Okay. Let me look at your picture. You don't look 69. I'm about I'm 58. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. Oh, I'm also coming from C'est vrai? Ooh. Anyway, I'm a bit of a mixture, Dimitri. So for the ones who don't know me, I'm sorry for the ones who've heard the story, but I'm going to keep it very short. So my story is like that. My mother is from... My mom was born in Lausanne, so she's Swiss French. My father was from Belgium. They both emigrated to Australia in the early 60s, separately from their countries, met in Australia, got married there. I was born there, and they came back to Europe. And we lived about 3 or 4 years in Belgium, in Brussels, and then we moved to Switzerland. Now, I asked my mother for many, many years. I stopped asking because she doesn't know either. When we came back to Switzerland, or when my parents came back to Switzerland, we ended up in Zurich. So both my parents are, their mother tongues are French, and we ended up in Zurich in the Swiss German part of Switzerland. So I grew up speaking French at home, learning proper German in school, and speaking Swiss German outside the house. That's my story, Dimitri. Tell me where you're from my mom lives in Chailly-sur-Montreux. Oui, oui. I just the town after Montreux where my mother lives, Tilty, is the headquarters of Nestle. And they have a little shop where they sell all the broken chocolate. So you can buy it by the kilo and cheaper. I just dream about it as soon as you said the chocolate. Sorry. Okay, I'm trying to make a move. Oh, Fluffer, I do love you. Ludo. Ludo says we could do the next one with one or two French ex-Scientologists. Ludo, you're the only one I know, so I would love that. That would be great. You know where you contact me. I'm pretty sure I sent you my WhatsApp. Or you sent me yours. I'm gonna check, but you remember Google Chat, email, WhatsApp. I'm up for it straight away. We'll do that. I can listen to Ludovic for hours. I know that life was long, and for people who can't speak French and put the subtitles in English, it's a long life. You have to watch it a few times. But it was so interesting. It was fantastic. Thank you again, Ludovic. I like to call you Ludo. Judy Chang, I just subscribed and hit like. Thank you so much, Judy. I appreciate that very, very much. Yes, thank you. Do you mean SPG? I I don't know. Perhaps I don't understand her humor. I don't find her very funny. Perhaps I don't understand her humor. That's perhaps me. Don't forget, English is not my mother tongue, okay? It's not at all. So sometimes I don't understand the humor. I mean, I've been 25 years in the UK. It's only been 2 years that I found Ricky Gervais funny. So just to tell you. Du, du, du. Thank you, Judy. Yes, it's important. I did an interview in German with Faser from Switzerland, with Yolanda that joined us early on. That was a bit more difficult for me because I don't know anyone who speaks German here in Edinburgh. And I have tendency, I always been somewhat, sorry, that integrates where I live. That's something that my parents always told me, that when they moved to Australia, the Australians are very nice people, but they say you integrate into our culture. And if you don't, go back. That's it. And that just stayed with me. When I lived 14 years in the south of England. I can tell you I was sometimes more English than my English friends. And now I'm here in Scotland, and sometimes I feel like I'm more Scottish than my Scottish friends, even though I don't have the accent. Once in a while, a Scottish word comes out, like I'm going up tune. Is that all right, Joe? Anyway, and here, listen, we're also here to laugh. For the ones who know me, you know that I like to laugh, and I like to play the clown as well. Look, when you have a mug like mine, you have to be a bit a clown, right? You see, with age, all this is starting to. That's a brilliant question. Someone who knows. So, for the ones who don't know much about Switzerland, as you heard me before, You have the Swiss German part, you have the Swiss French part, the Swiss Italian part. So, and we have tendency to forget that we have Swiss Italians in Switzerland. But we have a fourth language, which actually should be the first language on the list, is Romansh. And Romansh is a dialect of the Latin, and that is the original language from Switzerland. Unfortunately, in this 21st century, there's only about 2 or 3% of the entire Swiss population that speak Romansh. They have, I think, from what I've been told, started to bring it back into school so that the language is not lost. I don't understand a word they're saying when I hear them. So, but it's a beautiful language. Yes, it's a dialect of the Latin, and I've never learned Latin in school, so um so sorry. People are suddenly commenting like hell, and I lost Adam's. But thank you, Adam. That was a brilliant question. Thank you very much. Tilty, I don't know. You say, "Oh my stars, that's amazing." Well, if you say so, I think it's amazing too. I just have to convince them. Show them our interview, perhaps. I have another idea as well, but I will message you. What is dark? Is that a discussion you guys have, you and Tilty? Because I don't follow. Oh, hey, I don't care. You can chat to each other. Sorry, uh, that's fine. Perhaps I said something with dark, sarcastic humor. Okay. Oh, we were talking about SB Chief Chi. Yeah, normally I get sarcastic humor. Perhaps I need to concentrate next time. Thank you very much. Well, you see, I grew up hearing my dad loved the English language. He read all his book in English. We have seen Australians, backpackers, knocking at our doors in Zurich when we were kids. They were sleeping wherever they could. We heard the English language since we were small. Um, then, in Zurich, it's mandatory to go to English classes when you go to school. So, uh, but we had a Hungarian teacher who taught us English, so we didn't really learn much with him. But I heard English since I was quite small, and then at the age of 20, I came to London, and I went for 6 months, and I did my first certificate of Cambridge. It sounds very posh, but I did it. But I did quite well. Um, and then I always worked in companies in Switzerland where you needed English. Like I worked for Shell Switzerland and Credit Suisse. You needed to speak languages, especially English. So that helped. But when I moved here 25 years ago, at the beginning, I mean, I was in London first, and the first time I went to the corner shop to do my shopping, the guy behind the desk said to me, "Hi, love, what you want?" And I'm like, "Hi, love? I don't know this man. Why does he call me love?" I still can't say that to people, but I do call people darlings, but they need to be special to me. Thank you, Judy. I know where that is, but in Canton of Vaud. So it's not Canton in Massachusetts, by the way. It's the county of Vaud. So that's where my mother was born, in the state of or county of Vaud. Um, so you have Lausanne is the main city there. It's near the Lake Geneva. I don't like that the English speaker are calling that Lake Geneva, because it's half French and half Swiss. So in French you call it Le Lac Léman. But I think they didn't find a translation into English. And I have to say, in German we call it the Genfersee. So it's also Lake Geneva in English. Thank you, Dimitri. Oh, Cricket Cinema. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. And the Journey 2020. I never seen this name in my chat before, but thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I didn't announce it. It was like, a quick one. I have a live tomorrow, 6 p.m. No, 6:15 p.m. UK time. So I don't know where you are. You guys have to Google it and find out what time it is in your area or um, country. Dimitri and Elde and Ludo are speaking French, and we leave it out. Everyone says hello to each other. Lovely. So I can then. So I don't know if I'm sarcastic, but sometimes I feel that how people look at me, I have to say, hey, by the way, it's a joke. I didn't mean it seriously. So perhaps I'm sarcastic too. I don't know. Joe, the day we're going to meet, you can tell me, right? Tilty, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And I send you all the kindness too. And oops, sorry. My finger. I like this one. Dimitri, in some sense, all Switzerland speaks Cantonese. That's a good one. By the way, Adam, are you from Switzerland? No? Let's see. Fluffer, don't say too much. Oh, darling. That's the SP chef. Oh, darling. I can be very posh too when I want. Okay, I'm already an hour in, and you know what? The Journey 2020, it doesn't matter. Just say it. You know, like I said, I've been here quite a long time in this country, and there are still words I just can't pronounce. Look, for example, you remember, I don't know, 20 years ago or so, there was this movie with Will Smith, Independence Day. I couldn't pronounce independence. But then it comes to that because in French, it's actually a French word. In French, you pronounce it indépendance. So I just couldn't say independent. It took me years, and suddenly one day the light bulb got off, and I'm like, oh. And now I can say independence without problem. But then there are, again, other words that pops up, and I'm like, why can't I pronounce it? That's life, no? Just don't be afraid. Try to pronounce, and when it and then say afterwards, I'm not sure if I pronounced it well, but you know, cricket cinema. Yes, I'm reading Falling from a Pink Cloud now. Michel Francoeur, La Flèche. It's very, very interesting. A good book. I actually started reading it too. Yep, it's very good. Um, at the moment, it's actually on Kindle, version Kindle. It just came out as a book, so you can order it as a book as well if you prefer a book. And he's reworking the French version. So the French version is not out yet for the French speaking ones, just that you know. Adam. Language is also a tool of control for trafficked Scientologists. Non native English speakers are forced to learn Scientologies, which further limits their opportunity for escape. Yeah. Never saw it this way. That gives me things to think about. Thank you. Yeah. And Adam says he's not Swiss. Okay, now my last part. I'm not going to share the screen because nothing is new there. But for the ones who don't know, but I'm the editor of the resources.sptv.space page. So first of all, I want to speak about the category on the calls for action. I'm going to be serious for a little while, so don't wait for a big joke at the moment. I'm a bit serious now. And I'm not talking about a lot of people because I don't know a lot of people in this community yet. But it seems that people are more inclined to watch drama than to be proactive and helping out. So if you feel you're watching all these SPTV channels and you're interested about Scientology and you want to help in a way, but you feel helpless, you don't know how to help, go to resources.sptv.space. Perhaps Fluffy can put the link in the chat. There's a category called calls for action. There you have, and I'm going to give a big shout out to these two ladies in a moment, but you have links to, there's a petition from Jessica Palmadesa about to get Scientology tax exempt. Click on that link and sign the petition on change.org. It won't take you more than 1 minute. And if you you don't have to pay the £5 or donations to change.org. Just share on your Facebook, on Twitter, or sorry, on X. Even that is enough, but okay, that's one thing you can do. Then Mindy Willens, Fat Grammy. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I'm like Flo. I don't like to call her like that. She's called Mona. There are links to the FBI. It's all pre-done for you. You just have copy and paste and put in emails and send off. I mean, these people have done the work for you. I think Mindy, it's a link to her video. She's even explaining you how to do it. It won't take you. These are already things you can do in advance, right? And that's your way to help and to be a part of it. But we need more people to do something, right? I'm not having a go at anyone. I'm just saying, if you want to help, that's a way you can help. Then, you see, I forgot now. I'm getting excited when it comes to resources. Then, in the tab at the menu, resources at the top, you see it on sptv.space and you see it also on the resource page. If you click on it, you have. Do I have to share my screen? Do you want me to share the screen? No. Well, anyway, but I'm gonna take it on my phone, so I'm not telling you any boo boos. Oops. Oh, I have a shortcut from both sides on my phone. Pardon me. Just a bit slow at the moment. Okay, calls to actions. View more. Come on. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So you have form letters in the resources Dropbox from Skywriter 120. You have the IRS complaint process for tax exempt organizations. You have the ex Scientologist claims. So you can file a claim against the FBI with this. That is, we need to stand up for all the children in harm's way. That's by Mona, or aka Fat Grammy. Remove Scientology tax exempt status. That's what I was telling you about Mindy Willens. Then by Mona again, FBI claim never ends. This complaint and appeal for justice is targeted to the Department of Justice concerning the Federal Bureau of Investigation. FBI has failed to protect an entire class of citizens in the United States of America. The FBI is supporting discriminatory practices to shelter a religious organization that should have had their tax exempt status removed years ago. Then you have also Chat GPT test needed. So that's Scientolo Geek. She's putting everything in a specific or special Chat GPT. She needs testers. She knows there have been some people who are testing, but they are not giving any feedback. And she needs feedback. Otherwise, she doesn't know what's right, what the answers of that Chat GPT bot is giving her back, if it's correct or not. So the ones that are here and are already helping her testing it, please give her feedback. The ones that are on replay or hear about it, give Scientology Geek feedback. For the ones that are interested to help, get in contact with her. Yes, then you have also, when you click on resources at the top, you have the House Representative, that's another word I can't say properly, list. And that's how to contact U.S. House of Representative candidates. You have a form. Everything is practically pre created for you. If you're in the US, do that. Is another way to help. Then and then we have a similar. It's to contact the Danish or Denmark's politicians. Everything is there. You have it. You have a form letter or email in English and one in Danish. You can do that. You can send it to all the politicians, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's another way to help. So calls to action is important. So if you're not sure how to help, go to the calls of action. There are a few things you can do. It always helps. Now, talking about calls of actions, I want to talk quickly about Mona, aka Fat Grammy, and Odit LA. These two women are doing so much in the background. I know it's mainly in LA, I understand, but Mona, she joins now every kind of board meeting online. If it's in LA, Chicago, Salt Lake City, and more, I can't remember. This woman is non-stop working on all this. And call in. wherever you are in the world, doesn't matter. If you are someone who is watching a lot of the protester in LA and you're not happy about what further some things you see, why not calling into the police commissioners meeting or whatever? If you're in America, do it. Call those meetings, talk about it. So I would just suggest, um, subscribe to Fat Grammy, and Audit LA, so that you get the notification when they are online. Audit LA is mainly in person there. Sometimes she's joining via Zoom or whatever they have. Mona normally via online. Please support these ladies. They're doing an amazing job, and help them, or contact them if you want to help them in doing some research or whatever. I'm pretty sure they would be very appreciative. And we don't talk enough about these two ladies, because we don't see what they really do, right? But they do a lot. And excuse me, it's not gonna ladylike what I'm gonna say, but they're doing a shitloads. Okay. And I appreciate them so much, and I hope they know it, and I hope the community, the entire community, do as well. Okay, but it had to be said. Okay, let me see. Thank you for Fluffer for the links. Thank you very much for. Yeah, please do subscribe to them. Check the videos. I think if you look at Audit LA, it was yesterday. You know, we have 8 hours difference with LA here in the UK. Um, she spoke to the new chief of police. Hey, everyone who calls herself a good girl, like I do, who likes street LA. Did you see that fly and attacked me? You would have thought Street LA would be the one to talk to the chief. Audit LA spoke to him. So, hey, these ladies are badasses. They're great. Okay, let me see. Joe, you see? Joe said, I sent the English template to the finance minister of Denmark. Well done. Good. I think a foundation is here to help, and I'm gonna say it how I see it, and it's my opinion. I'm not expecting you to share my opinion, but a foundation. I'm not talking about any specific. A foundation is here to help any kind of person that leaves a cult, if it's Scientology or not. Let them do their job. That's good enough. But we can do something too. And at the moment, that's what we have here. Um, yeah. Too bad there isn't a foundation or something to help. I think foundations in general have enough to do as it is. They have to make sure they get money in. They can hopefully help people financially, help them with medical treatments, mental health treatments, finding a place to live. I think that's a big help. That's enough for a big help, right? But every people like you and I and you and I, we can do something, and that's what's in the calls of action, right? I'm not telling you you have to do it. I'm just saying, um, I lost my job. I'm very greedy at the moment, so I'm not paying. I'm not a member of any. I subscribe to everyone who subscribed to my channel, and the subscriber that I can see, I subscribe to their pages channels as well if they have. Even though if they have nothing uploaded, I subscribe. I just give that back. Um, but I'm not paying any memberships because I can't afford it at the moment. I don't want to pay, even if it's just £5, which would be about $6, $7. You might think, "Oh, that's nothing." Yeah, but I'm not earning any money at the moment, so I can't give. So I do it in a different way. I'm talking a lot of rubbish and having a good laugh with you guys. I promise you, it's Cinderella. Hello, thank you for joining. I never seen your name before, but I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I love Fagrami and Odetale too. Sorry, I prefer saying Mona. I was thinking, but I missed it today. Today in LA was the police commissioner's meeting, and I missed it because I had to go to the doctor. But I will do it next week. And I don't want to go too much into Scientology, but um, one, if I join next week and because according to Audit LA, they don't always choose you. It depends who is first raising the hands on Zoom. So if they choose me to comment, I will clip it, okay? And then we can discuss that next week. I don't want to say it in advance. Cricket. I just started using ChatGPT and use it for science all the time. Could that help? Cricket. If it's a ChatGPT that is not live. Okay, so Scientology Scientology is transcribing the green and the red books. Don't ask me what they are. They're the Hobbit something something. It's a huge work she's doing. She's working practically non-stop, and next to her job and her life, etc. But she needs someone that asks question in that test ChatGPT bot, and then wait to get an answer, and then checking the answers with PDFs from those books to see has that chat GPT book bot given me the correct answer. But if people don't give her feedback, there's no point. If you're interested, um, I'll try to find out her email address, okay? Actually, I have her email address. I just don't have it handy at the moment. Do, 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 do. Let's plug it in. Yes, that as well. Thank you, Fluffer. I can't remember everything. The ChatGPT that Scientology made has policy letters in. Yeah. Here. You can see it here as well under the community sourced. DOA's megaphone says Audit LA is a boss. Yes, she's good. But Mona as well, they know what they're talking about, Antics of a mama squirrel. Thank you for joining. I never seen your name before, but I appreciate you joining. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Look, we all do, but they need a little bit more help, or at least some appreciation, right? You agree with me? Yes, yes, yes. Je peux parler un peu de français, mais pas bien. You might help me sometimes. I'm very happy to help you. It's not bad what you wrote at all. Yes, well, Joe, it's a good thing. I only like and subscribe to small channels, or the channels I like their content I want to watch, not only specific Scientology, then I subscribe as well. The ones I don't like, I don't subscribe. But the channels that I watch that I like and have a huge following, like 200K, I don't like their video. I don't do likes. But every channel that has a small amount of subscribe, I always like their videos, even if I don't watch the videos. That's how I help other people. I mean, my channel is not big. I just started Fluffer, what is it, 3 months ago? But I'm quite proud of myself. I'm at around 177 subscribers. I never thought in my wildest dream I would have that many people subscribing, listening to me. Hmm? Do. Oh, hi, Paroditology. I think this time I said it right. Thank you for joining. You guys, I appreciate you all very much. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you very much. Oh, hi, Miriam. Scientology Up North is here. Miriam, I was so jealous, and I'm so upset that they didn't let you film them. I wanted to see how good looking these policemen were the other day when you and Balash were protesting in front of the Scientology building. I was really jealous. I like to see a good looking man once in a while, especially younger ones. um, okay, Cricket. What I'm trying to explain is what Scientology is doing, right? Is adding a bot to the general chat GPT, but it's not live yet because we she doesn't have a lot of people testing. She can see that people are using it, but they don't give her feedback. That's all I'm saying. If you're interested, get in contact. um, I will try to find the email in a minute. Chat GPT. I never thought like that. Oh yeah, okay. 180. Ooh, what did I miss? What did I miss? I go backwards. 186 what? Why is this mouse not working anymore? I don't know. I missed something somewhere. Fluffer. Oh, she has 186 subs. That's very well, very well. Fluffer, if you can, yeah, that's Scientologic's YouTube channel. If you can put, sorry, I missed it. I've dum dum dum. Antics of Mama Squirrel's link as well. We'll get you to 200. Probably not with my channel, but whoever hasn't um, subscribed to Antics of a Mama Scroll, get over there and subscribe. Okay, so I will do so as well later on. Um, if you haven't already, if you could give some love to my like button. Now, I have one more things to say. I've been pushed a little bit by Fluffer to put the help database on the resource page. I'm not happy with what I've done. I am in talks with some people to create a website and a mobile app. The website and the app would be like a search engine, and then you can search for help in Portland, in Honolulu. I don't know if there's an org or anything like that in Honolulu, but where you can find, where a library is, the opening times to it, the website, telephone number, charities that help you with food or food banks. What else? Everything that we already talked about in other streams about it. I'm just not happy with what I've done now, and but we will change the form. We will add a new form to the resources menu at the top of the sptv.space website, where you have either the form to send a resource request in, and for your information, I haven't received anything in ages from anyone. So if you have anything that would be good to add to the page, please send it to me through that form. And then we will add another one that will be specific for the database. Um, the website and app, it's not in works yet. I'm talking with people at the moment to see. I'm a bit like Fluffer. I have 100,000 ideas. I just never know if it's feasible or not, even though I'm quite technical, but I'm not a website developer, okay? Nor a mobile app developer at all. So, and also, okay, I don't mind paying, but like I said, I'm unemployed, so I'm gonna have to keep it as cheap as possible. Also, I don't like to ask for money whatsoever. No. But I have Buy Me a Coffee page, and I will always share it with Fluffer. She doesn't want anything, but I don't agree with that. She does as much, if not more, than I do on that website. Okay. For me, it's been a bit quiet, but yeah, like I said, and I need to keep up my channel, and then I'm getting a second channel, right? So I have to do the branding, and like I said, it's gonna be et voila something. I don't know yet what. Et voila and more. I don't know. It doesn't sound good, but it's not gonna be red. It's gonna be hot pink. Hot pink. What is Fluffer saying? Oops, oops. My mouse is crazy. It's not a mouse, it's the touchpad. Well, um, as you, for the ones who watched Fluffer's live early on, Xenius, who is our web developer for sptv.space, she has quite a lot to do until the end of the month. So the form hasn't been created yet for the database. people don't send me anything for the database in either. So I'm adding stuff from the UK that Fluffer has sent me. But when I only receive a website, I have to check every website. I try to find out if they have a telephone number that people could potentially call if needed. Have they their addresses? Have they how you say that, opening times like libraries, things like that. So uh, we can do a live Q&A for the resources. The database, I'm not sure yet. I don't have enough data to show more. The little bit of data I have will not show, it won't do an impact. And can we wait a little bit? Because it takes time to go through every website you sent me, Fluffer. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but yeah. And we need it from everywhere in the world. Okay, that would be great if you can. For example, Rika sent me many things. Sorry, many addresses where people can find cheap clothes or clothes for free to work clothing. Um, the library, community centers, everything where you can find it either cheap or for free. Places where you can get help for mental health. If you're in the UK, like the Citizen Advice Bureau, etc., etc., etc. So if you can send me for the resources that for the database, it's enough to just send me an email. I'm just gonna quickly add it myself. Eh, Oh, mm, mm, mm. Voila. You can send it to this email address and put, for example, in the subject database. For the resources, go through the website resources, and then at the bottom is the form for what is it called? I hope I didn't close it. No, I didn't close it. Submit the resource. Okay. But bear in mind, if you send me a website link, it will take longer for me. Um, no, what am I talking about? No, no, no. Forget about what I was gonna say. Forget about it. That was for the database. I'm mixing them up. Oh, sorry, I lost Fluffer's. Here we go. Yes, I agree with you. Well, talk to Joe. Talk to me. I know you don't want anything, but it's not fair. So, because I know you're not gonna create buy me a coffee. Look, I have one person who bought me 5 coffees about 2 months ago. I haven't even sent it over to my account. You will always get the half of what I'm receiving if I ever receive anything. So, um, you might never see a penny. Well, you get the half of what I have now, but that's one person, 5 coffee. That's all. You deserve it as much as anyone else, okay? Miriam, Scientology up north. I have a very good way of helping anyone who is human trafficking victim of the cult in Denmark. Unfortunately, I cannot share it with you, but it is 100% official and secure. Wow. Sorry, Miriam. I'm trying to let it sink in. So that's only for Denmark then. That's good. Okay, I know. You see, 2 hours. I wanted to do 1 hour, but you know what, guys? I appreciate you guys so much because so many new people have joined. I really enjoy that. So perhaps next time I do um a live, like a chat like today, sorry, I will um I will do it around the same time. Um I really appreciate sorry, I really appreciate everyone who joins. I know I use that word a lot. Um I know I could try to find a synonym for it, but it's a word I like to say. Um I have also something that I want to give away at some stage. I just haven't figured out yet when and where. Gentlemen, I'm sorry, it's actually more for ladies than men. I'm not going to say what it is for now. Sorry. Um, I need to figure something out, or perhaps we can do a game thing or a quiz show, a quiz evening, not too long. If people are happy with something like that, I don't know. I think it would be fun. Um, yes, only for Denmark, Miriam says. I wish I could help you more with the resources. It would be nice to have more stuff for resources for Denmark. For me, it would be a bit more difficult to do research myself because I don't speak Danish, even though lots of things are English. But I would love to come to Copenhagen next year. But at the moment, I don't have very well. My legs are not very well, so walking for me is not very good. I walk the dogs, which is an ordeal, but it's good. It keeps me walking. But traveling at the moment is a no Baxter. Leave her alone, Jesus. Okay, that is the sign. Baxter is getting annoyed because we're late for dinner and late for going down to the beach. I always wanted to go live on my mobile and take you down to my beach. Well, it's not my personal beach, but where I live, the village I live in, we have such bad network coverage for any kind of network, mobile phone network. It doesn't matter which one. Really bad network. I mean, here at home, my mobile phone, excuse me, cell phone, um, has a feature. It's specifically to my network called Vodafone, and I have their broadband as well, where I can make and receive Wi-Fi calls. So it goes through my Wi-Fi router and not through the network in the clouds, because otherwise I can't hear people. And my bars are going down like that. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. So, but I will try one day. Otherwise, I will just make a video sunset so you can see. Okay. Thank you, Miriam. I will bring Fluffer with me. Yes. But you see, Fluffer has 3 dogs. I have 2 dogs and the cat. For me, it's an ordeal to travel because I worry so much about them when I'm not around. No, I can't fly either. I'm gonna have probably, hopefully this year, but they said it's probably gonna be January or February, a little ear surgery, and I can't fly at the moment. So I can't even go to see my mother at the end of the month. Oh, Joe, don't tell me. It's ridiculous how cold it is already, and we're only mid October. We should have, excuse my language, but we should have a bloody Indian summer, right? When I grew up in Switzerland, in Zurich, we had proper summers and we had proper Indian summers. I've been in Edinburgh 11 and a half years, and every year I've said, well, perhaps we're going to have an Indian summer. I've seen one in 11 years. Mhm. That's how it is. So, my lovelies, I'm going to let you go. I really don't want to part, but I think I spoke too much. I'm getting really thirsty. My coffee is cold. Well, no, I drank it all, so it's not cold at all. Um, Joe, I don't want to make anyone jealous, but Joe, I will message you a bit later on. I need to feed the dogs first and the cat. Um, well, Fluffer, we will one day we will go. Oops. Yep. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate everyone. Parody, Parodytology. I agree. When I was a kid, we had them every year, and we didn't have bad summers in Switzerland. But this year, here in Scotland, we hardly had a summer. I think the longest, well, Joy's on the other side. She's near Glasgow. I'm near Edinburgh. So, in general, Glasgow has always nicer weather than we have. But I think we had in total, in one go, 3 days in a row, nice weather up to 25 degrees. I think that's all we had. And then once in a while, one day scattered around a day or two. And they're announcing from Sunday a very bad wind. So now I promise you, I'm 30 seconds walk away from the beach. Uh, it's going to be horrendous if that's true. So I have to wait and see. Yes, Fluffer says thank you from me and her. Mm. Thank you all for joining the stream. To your time and support are greatly appreciated. Please remember hitting the like and subscribe button really helps the chat. Yes, it does help me. It helps. Like I said, I want everyone to join, regardless where you are. I just want the Europeans to wake up a little bit and to have more ex-Scientologists in Europe to speak out. This is 2024. We're not scared anymore. You don't have to be scared anymore. We're all here to help. And we are going to help if you need it. You just need to say it. So it's time to speak up because we need people who have experienced what it is like to be in Scientology, because you can't expect governments and police to take our words of the never-ins, right? We need you to spread what you have experienced. This is the important things, okay? And once in a while, we're going to have a laugh. And I'm going to stop being a clown. And we have to go because Baxter is getting really annoyed now with me. He's looking at me now. I wish I could show him to you, but he doesn't want to come up here. So one day. That, yes, Joe. We didn't have a proper summer. Yes. Uh, many years ago, when I was working for who was I working? I worked in a yeah. When I worked for Electa, I took the train from Copenhagen to where the train went across a long bridge over the waters. Where did I go? I can't remember. I remember the cities I went in Sweden. I've been to Helsinki as well. I've been to Oslo, Bergen, Stockholm. Um, I've been very on the very top north of, or not top, but north of Sweden in the middle of the year where I didn't see the night. It was 24 hours um, daylight. It was amazing. I didn't sleep for a week. I can't sleep. Anyway, okay, guys, you have to stop chatting, otherwise I'll never stop talking. Yeah, new name. Sorry, uh, that's what we were watching with on the SP chef. The SP chef, he had an interview with the apostate Alex. The IAS protest is next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They'll be protesting in front of Side Hill in East Grinstead in Sussex in the south of England. So check the SP Chef or Apostate Alex's channels and you will get some more information. So, yeah, the big event Friday evening, there's something else Saturday and something else on Sunday. There's some kind of, yeah. But the big event is Friday evening, but some of them will be there the 3 days. Um, East Grinstead, yep. Yeah, for the UK new name. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate you coming in. Antics of Mama's Creole, the bridge to total freedom. Yeah, I don't have a microphone to do. Oh, guys, Scientology is here. Scientology, I did a lot of advertisement for the chat GPT. So you might, I hope that you get some people interested and checking you out and perhaps help. And I did say it's not only testing, it's what is important is Scientology needs feedback. Otherwise, we will never know what's right and what's not right. Yeah, paraditology. I've been to Gothenburg as well. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. I went to work in a huge hospital. I love Google Maps. Who doesn't like Google Maps? Hmm? Uh, that's Scotland, so that's not very. Oh. I was impressed with Bergen in Norway. We went to a work colleague's house. Already the house was amazing. I've never seen such a big house. And his wife did a seafood dinner. I'm not very used to seafood, I didn't grow up near a sea or things like that. So fresh, so lovely. Since then, I love seafood. Not all of it, but I like a lot. So I need to turn that. Why did this? Okay, so Denmark. Where's Copenhagen? Ah, Odense. 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 I can't remember how you pronounce it. Yeah, so you take the train and then you have the bridge and there you go to Odense. That's where I worked in a big hospital. Or and I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I was in IT. It was a medical installation. Yeah, installation. Well, I have to say, uh, as kids, my parents weren't very rich. They had so many jobs and they gave us everything we could imagine. But we weren't spoiled. We didn't have everything that our friends had, but we were happy and we had enough food. So our holidays were between France, Belgium, and Italy. Italy because it's near to Switzerland to go to have, sunshine and sea, and we spoke Italian as well. And then France, my dad's brother and his family lived there. And then in Belgium, my grandparents. So you see. And then when I started working for Shell Aviation in London, so when I moved here for 25 years ago, so I had a really amazing job, which with Shell Aviation, and I traveled to places I probably would never have gone on my own. I went to Barbados, I went to Dubai, I went to Oman. So Oman, I tell you, even in the 21st century, as a woman, don't go on your own. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's the other reason I went to all the Scandinavian countries. I love the people everywhere in Scandinavia. They're all so nice. Um, and what else? I've been to the US. I've been to San Francisco. I've been a few times to New York. I love New York. Um, I oh, I've been to Sacramento, Las Vegas. When I started working for Electa, we had the company's university in Henderson in Las Vegas. So I went twice there. Um, I think that's about it. I always wanted to go to LA. I never seen it. LA. I want to go to New Orleans. Um, there's some parts of Canada I would like to see as well. Um, yeah, but in Europe, the place I love the most to go on holidays is Malta. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Anyway, I still talking, and where did you had for the first time truffle soup in cop in well in God, I missed something here. Mm, oh. Oh, so you had truffle soup in Gothenburg. I guess it's Scientology doesn't like Google Maps. I did get it in the end. Udens. It's written Udens, but I think it's pronounced Udens. New name has been to 27 countries and counting. Yeah, I don't know how many. Obviously, I did Spain, I did Italy, I've been to the north of Africa, I've been to South Africa. Um, I'm getting old. I can't remember everything. I've been to Germany, Austria. I've been to the Czech Republic. I've been to Hungary. Uh, a place I really would love to see is St. Petersburg in Russia. For history reason, I love his Russian history. Oh, Paris is lovely. I love Paris. Oh, well, Joe, perhaps we can save together and go together, right? New York. I've been to New York in April. Was it April or June? No, May. Yes. But I've been also once between Christmas and New Year. So we spent New Year in New York. It was bloody cold, but New York at Christmas time, the decorations, beautiful. And then we wanted to see the apple drop on New Year's Eve on Times Square. And obviously, because we did the day before a round trip, well, a boat trip on the Hudson, I caught the flu. So we watched it on television from the hotel. But on the other hand, because mom and I went to New York, at that time I went to New York with my mother. We both small in height, right? And American people living in New York said to me, there's too many people and I'm claustrophobic. My mom is not, but I am claustrophobic. So when there's a lot of people gathered together, I have all the elbows around here. So when you have elbows everywhere, that's when and then I can't breathe. So can you imagine during the pandemic with the mask? I couldn't breathe. One day I had a panic attack because I thought I was dying because I couldn't breathe anymore. And I didn't realize I just had to take the mask off. So I went to the GP and asked for a letter because impossible. But I always had a mask with me and, hold it with my hand, not really put it on like that. So I felt more secure. So I never caught COVID until now. So touch wood because there's a new variant out. Be careful, guys. And it's getting colder. The virus is starting to live again now. Hi, Irish Mart. I'm sorry, we're gonna finish soon. It's been now 20 minutes. I said I'm gonna finish it, and they're still chatting, and I feel like I have to answer. So I'm gonna perhaps try to say goodbye again. I don't know, but thank you for joining, Irish Mart. You know I appreciate you. Oh, parody. You know what? It will the penny will drop one day. Parodytology. You grew up in New York. I love New York. When I watch The Real Housewives of New York City, I'm really jealous because I would love to live there. But I'm not rich, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Google Maps doesn't like Scientology, Fluffer said early on, and Adam says the Sea Org doesn't like Google Maps. I'm guessing it's a show too. Oh, stop, guys, telling me you were in New York. I love Gershwin. Oh, don't know if everyone knows about Gershwin. Oh, beautiful music. Yeah. I went to see only one musical in New York, and that was about 20 years ago. So the World Trade Center didn't exist anymore already. I've been on the top of one of the World Trade Center, yeah, but not when I went during Christmas time. Before or after, I can't remember. I also did we also did a helicopter tour once. You know what? I haven't listened to Gershwin in a long time. Perhaps I should. It's actually beautiful music. Mm. Yeah, like I said, I seen a musical in New York. It was Aida, but not the opera, the musical, the Elton John musical, and that musical was only played in New York. It never came to the West End in London. Mm. It was nice, but it is based on the story of Aida from the opera piece. So, but it was very nice. And my friend Jean Paul said, "Ah, it sounds like Elton John. It's always the same kind of music." I said, "If you don't like it, just fuck off. I like it." But I didn't want to be too nasty because he paid he chose the musical and he paid for the ticket. So tough titties. Oh yeah, I love New York. At the moment, I couldn't go. I couldn't walk all this. You have to have a good pair of legs to walk around New York. I wish my heart good for you. I wouldn't go 5 meters. I'm not very sporty. Oh, I would love to live in New York City, in Manhattan, but you need to be so bloody rich for that. Oh, Fluffer, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said it's the same as when I said, what did we do when we didn't have Google, right? And someone not long ago said, well, we had encyclopedias. I think I pronounce it okay. Wow. I know it's crowded. New York is crowded, but you know what? The people are so nice. I mean, London is crowded as well. I mean, you go Oxford Street and you go to Piccadilly Circus and things like that. It's crowded, but people are nice. It's only the tourists that are misbehaving. Muslims ain't misbehaving. Never heard of it. Yeah, dodgy street, but I don't think I would like to live in a dodgy street. Oh, parodytology. My head is crowded too. And the dogs are starting, Bonnie is starting to cry because she's hungry. So, guys, as much as I would stay longer, it's been nearly 2.5 hours, and I still have 10 people watching. You guys, you can't believe how much I appreciate you all. The new people, the people that have come to through Fluffer to my page, a page channel. Um, I'm so thankful. And if you're around, guys, tomorrow I have another European ex Scientology interview. It's in English, and I will try not to keep it too long because this person can't stay up too long. I'm not telling you who it is, which country, but it will be interesting. I really look forward to it. 6 p.m. UK time. Bonnie, just a minute, just a minute. I'll finish up now. Sorry. Guys, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining. Fluffer, as always, thank you for being here and helping me out. Give me some. Oh, you know, Joe, Bonnie is freaks out about fireworks as well, but we don't have any at the moment. You know, I've never been to Brooklyn, and you know, I can talk about where Hoboken is, for example, in New Jersey on the other side of the river, but I've never been there either. But Hoboken, I know because of Carlos Bakery. That's how much I watch television. And Carolyn Manzo, she used to be in the Housewives of New Jersey. She lives in Hoboken, or her kids. Au revoir, à bientôt. Thank you for everything, and et voilà, my darlings.